Well, welcome back again, folks, to the host that never sleeps in another portion of the show. Welcome back again, folks. Alright, we're on this J40 again. If you remember the last video, I think, if you see them in the right order, the last video we glued the top and sides. Well, they were glued. They didn't come unglued. They were just cracked. There was a tiny crack, and that would have been open to let the environment in there. Skin oil, everything you polish your guitar with, everything's going to get in those cracks eventually, and it will come unglued, or it'll get worse and grow and get bigger. Anyways, they're sealed now. But if you remember, I mentioned in that video about the thin viscosity CA glue running underneath the tape. I had tape along both sides of the crack so I didn't get glue all over the bottle because of the way I shake sometimes. All over the guitar, I mean. Anyways, very often, more often than not, that thin glue will run underneath the tape and get in there. And I've already fixed this back part back here, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. We glued this area right here. Can you see that? See what I'm talking about? That's where the glue ran under the tape. So I'm going to show you, it was like that here too, and I've already, around this area, I've already taken all that, fixed all that. I'm going to go over it one more time with, you guessed it, semi-chrome polish. That stuff's good for everything. I figured out a way to get the guitar up here like this. And we'll work on this area right here. I think you gotta do both sides, all the way across this top bout here. So I'm gonna bring you over here, figure out a way to get you in where you can see what's going on, and I'll show you what I've been doing. Hold on. Alright, this first area we're gonna work on is this right here. Let me try to get to it up there. Yeah, you can see it. It's over here too. Not as bad. It's pretty bad right here. That's where the glue ran under that tape. And I'm just going to take some 1000 grit sandpaper. It's going to be hard for me to hold this in a way that you can see. 1000 grit sandpaper here. I got an eraser in here. Use that flat side of the eraser if I can get a hold of it. I'm just going to sand that all away. I'm going to keep in circular motions. I can tell when it's about all gone by the sound of the paper. I hope you're seeing that. It doesn't take very much. It's just an extra step you got to do. Well, I mean, it takes enough more time. But if super glue runs under your paper, the masking tape, then you're going to need to know how to do this. And it will run under there eventually. I'm telling you, it will, man. It always does. Well, not always. I shouldn't say that, but like I said, more frequently than not. This 800 or 1000 grit paper, I started to go with 800 and I was afraid. So this is 1000 grit. We'll go over it again with probably 1500 grit. Skip a few grits there. And I still see some of this stuff. I want to burn through the finish here, man. That is for sure. I see a whole bunch on the binding there yet. This is so hard to try to hold the guitar and do with one hand. I'm just sanding the binding right here now. That's all it really needs, it right here in this area. But yeah, that's what I say, if the stuff gets under your tape, then you're going to be wanting to know how to make it look right again. I don't do much finish work anymore. I still haven't replaced my buffer yet. Still yet to replace it. I'm not crazy about doing finish work, man, at all. But I may get back into it. I don't know. Alright, this is 1200 grit paper right here. I can hold on to it now. I'm just going to remove. I still see a little bit of it on there, but hopefully this will get the worst of it, if not all of it. Rub lightly, rub circular motions. Try to hold on to your... I can't hold on to anything, man. I swear. It's the wonder I can play what little bit of guitar I still try to play with my hands in this condition. Had this hand specialist tell me, she was a professional hand doctor, whatever, and there wasn't anything wrong with my hands. The hell you say? I think I know after 30 years if something's wrong with my hands or not. Hold on, I get to get the semi-chrome polish now. I'm just going to lay this bad boy over here out of the way. I'll turn you off for a second. Well, I really didn't mean to get this much semi-chrome polish, but what are you going to do? You know, open a new bottle of it, and that's what happened. That's okay. We can use it all. I still have to do this side over here, but I figured I'd just at least show you this one and how well this works. There's that clock again. It's in every video I ever made, I think, unless I edited it out. Here's where the magic starts. About right here. This rag is so polluted with semi-chrome polish. Alright, let's switch gears, switch rags. Check that out, man. Looks better than the rest of the guitar, actually. 1000 grit sandpaper, 1200 grit sandpaper, semi-chrome polish, and look what you can do to your finish. Wow, that looks good. You can never tell there's any glue there now. Check that out, man. You can never tell there's any crack there even. The crack is all gone. Check that out, man. Completely removed it. Put the high gloss right back into it, even better than it was. I still got to do that side. I won't hold you up for that, but you can see how neat that works. So I'm going to go ahead and continue. I got to get this little area here and all the way down to about right there. Yeah, I can see it in the camera. Same thing. This side's not nearly as bad as that side was, but it's still going to take up a bunch of time. Time I could be doing something else to it. Hold on. Alright, there's that big crack in the front. I just took the old razor blade trick here. I took a razor blade, drug it across a piece of metal to create a burr on the very bottom of it. I want the burr facing me. I put Scotch tape over the ends, leaving the middle exposed. And we can scrape this crack down now to the thickness of 3M Scotch tape. That's pretty close. You don't want to take too much at a time. Just take your time with this. And I like to angle the blade. Don't put your blade down and scrape straight up the crack. Angle it like a snowplow, and you'll find you get a much cleaner cut that way. You can say you're probably still going to be able to see this crack a little bit. Also, doesn't hurt to angle a snowplow in the other direction now and then. But what I'm saying is just don't come straight up the crack like that. If you can, you know, if you angle it this way, it allows that burr that you created on the end of the blade to slice into the wood. It does a whole lot cleaner, smoother, effective job. That's already, I know it don't look like much came off of it, but it's almost flat right there now. Already. I think that's about as flat as we're going to get it with this. I can see it starting to cut into the finish right there. It's not into the wood yet, but it would be if I keep going. Alright, now let's stop that. already looks 10 times better, man. Need a softer brush. How about a Spider-Man brush? I think my grandson donated that. I left it here. Yeah, it's good enough for right now. We just want to fill that with NCA glue. Let me go find the bottle and a nozzle that won't clog up on me. I got to take that off, and I'll be right back. Try to show you this up close enough where maybe you can see how the glue gets sucked down in. Oh man, here it comes. I just want to fill that hole up, fill the crack up. That's good, I think. Look at that, man. It just sucks right down into the wood. Amazing. Crazy Russian hacker would say. I'm just going to hit that with a damp cloth and leave it alone. We're going to let that set up. I want to get the tape off before the glue dries. And miraculously, none ran under the tape. Maybe a little bit there. It's always a good thing when that does not happen. Like I say, if you get your tape down really tight, usually you're okay, but you're going to get a little under there most of the time, old one. Show you what I got going on. Till that glue sets up, I can't work on the crack until tomorrow. So I'll show you what. I clamped the guitar down there, and I've got a string tied to the headstock here. That device is to keep the string from hurting the finish there at the headstock. Screwed into a screw here. And I have a very hefty level down there and a straight edge. Now if you line those two straight edges up, you can see the twist in that neck that I was talking about. What we're going to do, attempt to do, is tighten this string up there and twist this side around. I'm going to have to put the camera in the tripod to do that, but twist the string until those two levels are equal to the eye level, parallel. Now it's important to keep your levels in the center of the level, obviously, so it'll balance on there. And I'm just barely going to start turning this. Start putting some pressure. The string's starting to get pretty tight already. I think I can see that level, that straight edge moving, man. I got to get over here and look at it. And we got a ways to go yet. Don't let this block setting in there crooked throw your view off. It's not level with the block. The wooden block is only holding this straight edge up. So don't pay any attention to that wooden block. Oh yeah, I hear something breaking, making noise. It's getting tight, man. You look at it again. Oh, just a little bit more. Just a little bit will do it. String's winding up high on the... There we go. I just lost all of my tension I had on that. Maybe that's better. The thing I stuck on here to protect the guitar's finish is dead in the way. That's okay. Let's get a little bit of tension on this string, and I think we'll be fine. Can't let the string get against the peg head or it's going to ruin the finish there. There we go. Now we're getting tight. Tight again. We want this to set flat and in the center. There. And I'm going to walk around here and look at it again. That's it. The block is not in the center, but let me straighten the block up. I'll give you a shot. Hold on. Okay, now when we get down here and look at it, don't let the wooden block in the center throw you off. When we get down here and look at the levels, it could go a little bit more, I think. Yeah, it can go a little bit more, but we are definitely headed in the right direction. I'm going to hang a heat lamp up over that and lightly apply some heat to it. So I got this heat lamp up here, turned it on, and it just burned out. I've got another one, but I got to go find it. I'm only going to put heat. I can measure the heat on the fretboard here. I can take this off while I'm doing this, and take a temperature gun, measure the heat on the fretboard. I like to see it up around 80 to 100 degrees, and that thing gets really hot. I can adjust how hot it is on the fretboard by raising and lowering it. Okay, so it's up pretty high right now, but still, like I say, it gets pretty hot after it's shined on something a long time like that. But I'm going to leave it for like 4 hours and come back here and check it. I gotta find a bulb. I gotta go up in the shop and get it. I know there's no more down here like that. I think that's, I don't know how many watts it is, but I got more of them. I'll go get one, and that's what's going on, man. Just leave the thing alone for 4 hours or so. Come in here and check it, loosen this up, see if the things stay level with each other, and if they do, then we were successful. Took the twist out of the neck. I seen Looney Larry do this one time, a long time ago. I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with him. He makes home brew. Got a channel here. I'll put a link down to it if I can remember. And I thought I was the only person in the world who probably ever rigged up anything like this and did this, but Larry did it on one of his videos. And I think it worked as well as I remember. And I did it a bunch of times before that and after it. And it does usually, most of the time it works. Straightens the neck right out. Those levels, I torqued that some more. I got them perfectly identically to each other. If you get up there and sight down the neck, they are identical, man. I don't know what they look like from the angle you are right now, but they are parallel to each other now. And that's quite tight on that string too. So anyways, next video we will lay back into this crack back here and sand it and polish it and all that, make it look right. And I hope to see you there. Cheers. Thanks for watching. You're going to get a cue ball fix here pretty soon. Get ready for that. It is coming quick. Cheers to you. Thanks, guys. I'll see you soon.